like it's only been like uh 4 hours.
Since
Maybe
the
a little
Captain
six.
Challenge.
Yeah, it's been 6 hours since the captain's challenge. So much time has passed, it hasn't at all. Um, oh man, the captain's challenge was really fun. I thought we had a shot because I thought 15 out of 20 was pretty good. And then we lost. We got last. Although, like, I mean, it's just because everyone else did better. I don't think we did that bad. But man, that sucked. Um, and then Noah and Peyton won team captain. And like, so basically, the whole thing of this week is like, I still don't know if I can trust Noah. I really hope I can because a lot of my game is riding on him at this point, and I feel like he just keeps confiding stuff in me that I just like, I don't understand why he would be confiding this stuff in me just to get rid of me this round. Because if him and Dylan are working really closely together, then I'm screwed. So anyway. So when Noah and Peyton won and I got picked kind of toward the end, I was like, that doesn't feel great, but whatever. Um, I don't know. We'll see. I'm like, I saw my list of my team and I was like, I mean, my first instinct is I'm definitely going home. It's going to be so close with the vote. And anytime it's close, the other person who I always think is going doesn't go. So I'm like, I definitely think it's gonna be either me or if it's not me, it's gonna be Jeff, and either one is gonna be terrible because Jeff's my number two. That's gonna be a big blow, but hopefully we can figure out a way to stay. I've got to talk to people tonight, I guess, or tomorrow morning. What a nightmare.
So last night or the night before, Noah came to you with vital information. He told you about the life preserver, on how he actually got it, and then was very I don't even know if I asked you this yesterday.
Yeah, you did.
I did.
Yeah.
I asked you about the votes also.
No, I don't know if you asked me about the votes because I think it was before the votes. Yeah, I did it before the vote. So like he told me the information about Dylan's preserver, and I didn't tell anybody because I don't know if it's some sort of crazy test, and I honestly don't know like I guess I could blow up the game, but I don't think it would honestly, I don't even think it would help me at this point because it would just basically make me look like a narc and it would like maybe put some heat on Noah and Dylan, but I think people are suspicious of them anyway, that it's like it would just be like, yeah, they're working together and people will be like, yeah, not surprised, but you like obviously can't be trusted with information and so you need to go anyway. So I think telling it right now anyway would honestly be like I think it would just be a problem. And I told Jeff, um, who is doing a very good job of like making sure like of not revealing that he knows as far as I know. I mean, if Jeff is screwing me over, then I'm definitely done in this game. Like done as in like I don't not as in personally done, as just in like I've trusted Jeff with a lot of information and obviously like he could be telling someone and I would be in trouble. But anyway, and then the vote, Alyssa came to me before and was like, I'm not gonna vote to keep Caitlyn. And I really like wanted to try to convince her that that was just a dumb game move. But I honestly, I mean, I just started talking game with Alyssa, and I'm sure she's like, she's smart. Like, she's obviously doing what's best for her game, and I get it. And I don't want to start like making waves right now with her, especially when we're supposed to be working together and trying to like convince her to do something that's best for me. Even though, like, I honestly didn't anticipate the fallout from that. Because I was like, okay, Caitlyn goes. You know, honestly like I was kind of close with Caitlyn, but only through a mirror, so I wasn't actually close with Caitlyn. But I wanted to try to protect her for a mirror if I could. But even knowing Alyssa was going to vote against her, I don't think there was anything that could have been done, especially in the short amount of time I had. But then I didn't anticipate for basically the Alliance of Eight to get out so fast, and I didn't anticipate for I assume it was Dylan to basically use that to get a crony army of like the people on the outside, like uh the Mandy and Kim and Jesse. Like basically, I think what he did once he heard about the Eight, if like him and Noah haven't been planning this since day one of the Alliance of Eight. Um, I think what basically Dylan did is he used the Alliance of Eight to get five people on his side, or four: Jordan, Kim, Mandy, and Jesse, and basically like now he has a little army of people that are gonna protect him for a long time. So I don't know. They all hate me, that's for sure.
So last night, when you were talking to Jeff, you were like saying like you don't want people to give you these information. You don't want any more information, but key points in games usually is like when you receive information, it's like beneficial for you. But like to you, you like are like, don't give me information. I don't want anything. Why is that?
Here's what I'm afraid is happening. I'm afraid that I am, like, I don't know if I'm being crazy paranoid, but what I'm afraid is happening is that Alyssa and Noah are basically testing me. They're giving me information, basically backing me into a corner and saying, like, okay, you can either do something with this information or you don't, but either way, it's a test. Like, are you aligning with us or are you aligning with all these other people? And I just like, I don't want to be put in these positions where I personally myself am tested. I don't know why it's just me. I don't know why they're like trying to play this game with just me. But it's very frustrating because they're basically testing my loyalties and I don't want to be tested that way. I mean, it's interesting information, but it's like with Alyssa telling me Caitlyn, she's voting for Caitlyn. It's like, well, what am I gonna do? Even if I told around and told Caitlyn and Amir that, one, it solidifies what they already know is that Alyssa's talking them. Two, it exposes that Alyssa talks to me close enough to where like that's dangerous. Like, why would I bring that up? And then, and then on top of all that, like we wouldn't have had the numbers to save Caitlyn regardless. It was completely pointless. So it's just like it's basically putting me in this position where I can make choice where there's like things I could do, but it doesn't make sense for them to do them. But because I have the option, it just puts me in this pickle and this dilemma. And like Dylan telling me who voted for me. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this now? Like, you're putting me again in this position where it's like, I mean, if Noah wanted to, he could turn around and say to Dylan, like, hey, Emily knows who voted for you. Now she's a threat because she knows it's you and Jordan. So now that Emily has this information, she's a threat to you and you should get her out. Like, he could totally do that. And it's like, because he gave me the information. And it's like I could try to do something about it, but again, it's like if I'm all of a sudden gonna like go after Dylan, I think Dylan and Jordan have way too many people for me to just spearhead an effort against them by myself. And then I get pariahed out, like I become a big target because I'm like, spearheading, against them. So I don't know. It's like it's always interesting to know things. It's just frustrating because I feel like they're just giving me information as they want to. Like they're controlling everything that they're doing. So it's not like even it's information I can do something with. It's just giving me information basically just to gain my trust. And then like I don't know, like if it basically is putting me in this position where I'm like, do I do something with this information? And most likely it would hurt my game anyway. So I don't know. I just feel like I'm constantly being tested. And hopefully at the end of this, I find out I wasn't being tested and they really were just telling me to like feel, to give me information. But I just don't, it's just it feels weird to me because they just give it to me and trust me for no reason. I'm just like, no one just gives away all this information for no reason. It's very strange. So I don't know. That was the long answer of rambling that I gave you. It's
So we're going into a double elimination.
very scary. I'm scared.
This is your first ever double elimination, your first
Yes.
game. What are your thoughts on this process right now?
Well, I'm glad we know what's coming. That makes me feel better. And it makes me feel better that at least like there's two teams And it seems like Amir's going on one, and that really sucks. But, you know, maybe he got the immunity idol and didn't tell me. I really hope that's what happened, but who knows? I mean, I feel bad for Amir because I feel like I've done everything I possibly can to try to protect him in this game. But I mean, I think Amir kind of made his own bed, like when he said Noah's name and just trusted people he shouldn't have. And I just like, there's only so much I could do for him, unfortunately. But so at least like maybe on the other team, whatever. Like I mean, it's really sad he's going, but it'd be nice to like not have something crazy unpredictable happen for once. And then on my crew, I'm obviously terrified because I think it's either going to be me or Jeff that's in danger. And if only one person decides we're a threat, then that's it. We're done because it's going to be a 4-3 vote. It's very scary, especially since like, anyone can get immunity and then we have to turn it around and do elimination. So we really have to like plan for that. And I don't know what's gonna happen. Basically, I'm terrified. I've been like sick to my stomach for the past like, I don't know, ever since the captain thing was revealed. I've just been nauseous. I'm very scared. But we'll see. Do I bore you, Sean?
No, I'm just stressed out. But
Why
anyways,
are you stressed out?
life stuff.
Oh, man.
So again, back to the whole. This is your first game,
Mhm.
and I stated earlier in your alliance call that these games tend to physically and mentally destroy you.
Yeah, yeah.
How do you like face that and like not make that your downfall? Because usually in games, people's downfalls are being overly emotional, and quite frankly, I know you've been stressed out. I know you've been, you know, worried and all that stuff, but you
Yeah.
haven't really been showing it off to people, which is good. So how do you like handle
Oh,
that
oh, well,
situation?
I'll tell you how I handle it. Well, first of all, I feel like I started to unravel a little last night because I was just talking to Amir and I was just saying things like, at one point he said something about a five, and I thought he was trying to insinuate that I was like part of something, which I am, but I knew there was no way he would know. And like there were like cracks showing in my foundation where I think I'm like unraveling a little bit. And Mandy too. I didn't mean to be so cavalier with her um, about the situation. Although I feel like, someone must have just told her everything and there was no point in me lying. Although, like, if I had thought about it for a second, I probably could have come up with something better, but I just, like, was like, whatever, I'm over. I'm just going to tell her the truth about me just saying, like, being honest with her and saying, hey, look, you're just not being active. I think that's the only reason, like, or just, like, basically telling her, like, people are being active in this game and you're not as active. And she, asked me, oh, well, does that mean, you would vote me out just based on hours? And I was like, well, way down the line, yeah, probably if it came to it. And so hopefully she like appreciates my honesty, but obviously she's on the same crew as me, so that was probably stupid and I should have like held it together and told her a lie. I don't know. But basically the way I do it is I don't know, I had like a 2-hour breakdown in my bathroom today and cried and just didn't get on the game for a little bit, and then I just reset and now I'm back. Because I definitely did not realize that it was gonna take a toll on me. I thought I was just like, it's a game. It's just for like it's supposed to be fun and like we're strategizing and whatever, but at the end of the day, it's just a game. But just like I mean, but you're right. Like it's so mentally draining, and like if people are playing me the way that they might, like if Noah is like emotionally manipulating me in a way I suspect he is, which I hope I'm wrong about, but if he is, like it's just really like taking a toll on me emotionally and personally. But basically I just like, made sure I removed my like was not talking to people at this point, and I just felt the emotions, and now I'm like, moving forward, just a game. And plus, like, it's also fun. Like I like everyone in the game personally. Like I enjoy having conversations with most of these people anyway. So I'm kind of like coming to this point where it's like I'm still fighting as like for in this game as much as I can. But if I am going home tomorrow, like I just want to like enjoy my time with people because it's like this game is really fun and it's like I'm really glad you guys put so much effort into this game. Um, because like I've never played anything like this, and I don't know a lot of people. Like I just don't know if I'll be able to play in one of these games again or what. So I'm just trying to enjoy it now, I guess. Like I reprioritize to where I'm like trying not to see it as like everything is terrible, everything's falling apart, and now I'm like, okay, I just want to like have fun in this game. That's my answer.
Yeah, no, I think I'm done with questions.
Okay.
I was up recording.